Imagine a 12-foot tall beast lurking, slugging through the shadows. As it hunts for its next victim, its 7-inch claws scrape the dirt. Now, what if I told you this monster's next victim was a plant? And this scary monster had a name too, the Megatherium, or known to non-scientists as the giant land sloth. Now, the giant land sloth takes up just a small piece in our current day sloth's vast history that I will be telling all of you about today. Before the tree-dwelling sloth that we know today, there were what scientists called the giant land sloth. Paleontologists have identified an amazing variety of these sloth fossils, at least 23 different kinds and sizes of prehistoric sloths, to be exact. The largest and grandest of these was the Megatherium. Sloth Sanctuary of Costa Rica quotes that this extinct genius of the family Bradypotidae, absolutely giant, stood at 7 meters tall and weighed several tons. But thankfully, this terrifying thought of a creature became a fossil well before the Ice Age. With that ferocious size and build, you're probably wondering how such an apex species still isn't roaming the earth today. And your answer is because despite their size, giant land sloths still have the same demeanor they do today. Harmless herbivores. They would and still do use their long, curved claws to snack on any type of foliage or vegetation in their reach. But nowadays, the sloth has evolved to be a solid 8 to 17 pounds and stays in trees to avoid predators, unlike its ancestors. Currently, there are 2 different types of sloths. There are the 3-toed sloths, like the one I'm holding here, which has 3 fingers on the claws of all 4 limbs, and usually has a dark coat, and typically has a spot missing on its back where it will have what is called their speculum, which is actually used for breeding purposes. The other type of species that there is when it comes to sloths is the 2-toed sloth. This species will have only 2 claws on their front paws and will have 3 on their back paws. All sloths are the same though, and they always get their snail-like speed because of their extremely slow metabolism, which is why they can sleep for up to 18 hours a day. And a trait I wish we humans would pick up when it comes to evolution is the fact that they only have to go to the bathroom once a week. In today's world though, there are only 6 total species of sloths that still call our Earth home. And 2 of them are near extinction because of rapid deforestation and unsuitable living climates. The one closest to extinction right now is actually one of my favorite, the pygmy sloth. It's a 3-toed sloth that can only be found on a remote, uninhabitable island off the coast of Panama, Central America. It's getting harder for sloths to survive and reproduce in their always changing habitats, and many of them now are left with no place to call home. There are tons of wonderful foundations out there that are trying to stop this extinction of these beautiful creatures though. One of them is one that I actually personally want to go to when I get older, and it is the Sloth Sanctuary in Costa Rica. They are working to give these endangered animals a new place to call home. But there is also many of other foundations out there. Another huge one that I really look to, and one that I have donated to myself, is the Sloth Conservation Foundation. They work to make sloth crossings to help these animals get across the road safely. They have also been planting over 6,000 trees to date now, that is supposed to give these cute creatures a new home, and are always working hard to keep these animals safe. So right now, these funny looking herbivores are definitely in a time of need, so go ahead and consider the sloth.